Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Beanie and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing another all-time team, and we are going to be doing the Padres, and I mean that literally. We are going to stick our penises in the Padres' butt because they suck. Nah, but really they're not very good. They're not gonna win this thing. All you Padres fans out there, they're not gonna be the top overall all-time team. I'm sorry. There's not going to be. San Diego Studios has done them kind of dirty, but their live series just really, it's just not that good in the first place. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, for starting pitchers, you got to go with a 91 overall Matt Latos as your ace. He's the only diamond pitcher that is available for the Padres, so you have to go with him. As our number 2 guy, we're going to go with the 85 overall Chris Young. That's actually not a bad 1-2 punch. Of course, the Chris Young doesn't throw very hard, but he has good per-nines, and he has a really funky delivery that is pretty deceptive, and it can kind of work for some people. At number 3, you're going to use, this is where it starts to get pretty bad. For your number 3 guy, you're going to have to go with the 80 overall Craig Stammen. For your number 4 guy, you're going to have to go with 77 overall Trevor Cahill. And then I decided to go with the 73 overall Colin Ray as the number 5 guy. So that is your pitching rotation. It is not very good. It is well below average. It doesn't even come close to where the Giants were from yesterday. But I decided to grade them out at a 2.7. So I mean, well below average. Like, I couldn't even get them close to average. It's just not very good. Like, your back 3 are pretty terrible. But let's move on to the bullpen. Okay, the bullpen gets a little bit better. Luke Gregerson is going to be one of your top guys in your bullpen. Not necessarily the top guy in your bullpen, but definitely one of them. Very effective reliever, good per-nines, doesn't throw very hard, but has good pitch selection. Then you have Carter Capps. One of everybody's favorite silver pitchers. Everybody likes using him. He throws extremely hard, has that crazy delivery. Then you have Brad Hand, who has been very, very good this year and has definitely improved his stock. And then you go down and you get into some bronze beasts too. Brandon Maurer is not really one of them, but he's very good. And then Ryan Buchter has incredible per-nines, and his stuff isn't terrible either. He has kind of a weird delivery, but aside from that, he's one of the best bronze pitchers in the game. Then the bottom of the bullpen gets a little more bleak. You have Kevin Quackenbash here, just kind of an average guy to put towards the bottom of your bullpen, and then way on down the line, you have to get to Kirby Yates to fill your bullpen out, a common 66 overall. So that definitely hurts them some. But at the top, it's pretty good. Like, these first 5 guys are pretty damn solid. So I think it's an above average bullpen. Bullpen is going to be tough to fill in a thing like this. So I gave them a 5.7 overall. And so right now, the Padres basically cannot catch the San Francisco Giants. Like, even if they got a 10 for their hitters, they're not going to be able to catch them. But they have a chance to redeem themselves a little. Let's see if they can with the hitters. All right, it doesn't start out pretty. At catcher, you have to go with the Austin Hedges. This guy, I guess defensively he's pretty good, but on offense, literally the only thing he does well is he has a little bit of power versus righties. But everything else, this guy is just garbage. They're not very strong at catcher. That's going to be kind of a given, but I mean, my goodness, they might be the worst catching team in the league. I don't know. There might be a few other teams that have really bad catchers, though. Catcher is a weak position. But then it gets a lot better a lot quicker. Like, at first base, you're going to go with the 92 overall Adrian Gonzalez. This is a very, very good option. At second base, you're going to go with the 88 overall Robbie Alomar. This is a bit, do you really want this guy because he's one of the worst golds in the game? But he's still pretty damn good, I mean, he has good defense, has some speed, he's a switch hitter, all that good stuff. So you're going to put him at second base. Then at third base, you're going to have the 94 overall Chase Headley card. Another switch hitter, another very good switch hitter. So you're kind of excited to have that there. And then you go with Gervis Solarte at shortstop. That gives you another really solid switch hitter. So That's definitely a benefit to the hitters side, is the fact that they have so many switch hitters, but, how good those switch hitters are is definitely, a question. And then in left field, you're going to go with Will Myers. He can play any of the outfield positions along with first base, so that gives him some value. So you're going to plug him in left field. He gives you a nice little power bat there. And in center field, you're going to go with the 91 overall Steve Finley. This gives you, I love this Steve Finley card. You're going to have to find a platoon for him, but I really like this card. He's very, very, very good against righties and good in the field. He has decent speed. I like this card a lot. And then obviously in right field, to top it off and make the team a lot better, you're going to go with the 96 overall Tony Gwynn card. Great defense, great speed. He's going to be the best player on this team, no doubt about it. But then moving on to the bench, on the bench, it gets a little lighter. You're going to go with an 82 overall Cameron Maybin to start it out. He hits lefties good, but everything else, like, he has good speed, he has good defense, but he just doesn't hit righties all that well. So this guy is a strict platoon for Steve Finley. And then you're going to go, we kind of want a big hitter, so we're going to put the 80 overall Willie McCovey in there as our big power bat versus righties. And then on, we kind of want a utility guy. So we're going to go with Corey Spangenberg. He can play a variety of positions, and he can hit okay too, especially with inside edge playing up. So it's nice to have him on the team. Then we got to get another catcher, and we're going to have to go way down here, and we're going to get the 63 overall Hector Sanchez. This guy is basically a non-factor, but I made it a rule that I had to get at least 2 catchers on the team. I just have to, because that's what real teams would do. And then for our 5th and final bench piece, I decided to go with Hunter Renfroe. This is a guy that could grow. He's got a lot of potential and everything, and he can hit lefties really well. And against righties, he has some pop too. So it's a nice bat to have on the bench if you ever find yourself in a spot where you need to hit a lefty effectively. This guy can provide that for you. So with all that in the starting lineup and everything, I ended up grading their hitters out. I still think it's below average, and I ended up grading them out at a 4.5. And if you add all of that together, this team comes out to a 12.9, and that is well below what the Giants were yesterday. So that is going to put them at number 2 on our list, and I can almost assure you that they are going to be in the bottom third of this list. But right now they're at number 2, so go San Diego. You're the second best all-time team ever for today. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Later today, I am going to be doing player reviews. I said that I was going to do that the other day whenever I put this out, but I decided that I realized I saw some things on Twitter that they're coming out with a lot of players today. And I was like, you know what? Instead of splitting that up into 2 videos, I'm just going to do them all at once. So we're going to be reviewing the Jacoby Ellsbury. We're going to be reviewing all the new season rewards. We're going to be reviewing, I think there is a 99 Yadier Molina coming out. We're going to be reviewing all of those guys. So be on the lookout for that, guys. And I will see y'all later on today. Peace.